Welcome everybody to TopLine's Live at 5. It's Brian Devine here with TopLine, and I am very happy to have you with us today so that we can talk about multi-step practice marketing. And the reason that this kind of came up for me recently is I'm going to show you this great book. I don't have any affiliate links or anything. I'm not associated with Bill Glazer, but I got to tell you, if you get a chance, pick up this book. It is extremely well done, and the reason that I wanted to bring this up to you is when you are doing direct mail, especially, when you think through your process and you put together a multi-step campaign, you will have much better results than if you don't. Now, there are times when you're just going to do a single postcard and that's going to be just fine, and especially if we're going to do, let's say, every door direct mail. Now, every door direct mail is through the Postal Service, where you just send them all of your postcards and they just deliver them to the delivery routes that you've given them. And that means that just every single door is going to get them. Now, the reason that you might want to do that is because it's extremely inexpensive to mail when you use the every door direct mail. However, if you're going to pay for a list, meaning you are going to be sending your mail directly to your exact target market, and then you're going to be paying extra for shipping directly to that target market, you want to do everything in your power to increase the odds of getting that phone to ring when they start getting your mail. One of the fastest and most efficient ways to do that is to have a multi-step process. And if you've bought the list and you're going to directly send to those people, don't send just once, because you are just sort of throwing the money away. Please don't do that. Make sure you have a sequence of 3. Even if it's the same 3, I'd rather you have 3 going out than 1, because one time is probably going to fail, or at the very least, you're not going to break even. You're not going to make any profit on that campaign. Now, if you think through the process, this is what I want you thinking about. When you send the first postcard, it is offer A, okay? Then when you send the second, maybe it's a letter, maybe it's a postcard, but you want them to be very similar look and feel as to what the first one was, but not exactly the same. And then you reference the first one, that offer A, and now you are offering offer A plus B, okay? And this is just like one of the easier ways to do this. Now, on the third postcard that you send, you are referencing postcard 2 and postcard 1, and you are now offering offer A, B, and C, okay? And that doesn't mean that you're just giving away more and more stuff. We call it bonus stacking. So the first postcard was your holy smokes offer. This is a great offer. You should call today. Then the second one was, hey, looks like you didn't take advantage of the first one. We'd sure love to get you to come in for it. So we've decided to also include X. Okay, so whatever that might be. And it's something small, but it just adds that little bonus, that little extra push to get someone to go, hey, that sounds pretty good. I'm going to pick up the phone and call. And then the third one does the same thing. It says, hey, we offered you the super special holy smokes offer on the first one, and then we tried to entice you with a little something extra, and it clearly hasn't quite done the trick. How about if we also, and then you give them that third thing. Now, that's just one way to think through a multi-step campaign, and that's kind of why this outrageous multi-step marketing book is probably good for everybody to kind of pick up and go through. Just cruise through it. It's not one of those like front to back reads. It's one of those, let me read this one. Let me see what this campaign was like. And please look at the campaigns that have nothing to do with your industry, because that's where you're going to find the magic. That's where you're going to find these things that no one is doing in your marketplace that you get to do first, and it probably will work better than anything you've ever done. Okay, that's it for me. I just wanted to get that out there in front of you and make sure that you know that when you're doing direct mail, you should really, really consider doing multi-step marketing and having at least 3 different things going out over the course of maybe 4 to 6 weeks. Like don't let it go once a month. You want it to be close so that you have that top of mind awareness. When it comes to digital, we always do multi-step. So there's always sort of a sequence that we're going to put people through, and we do it fast, right? Because it is instant, because it's digital. We're doing it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're just moving you through really, really quickly. But there is also a way to do it a little bit slower, and that's using retargeting. All right, I think that covers enough for today. Let me know what questions you have, how we can be of service, and I look forward to seeing you next time on TopLine's Live at 5. That's it for me. Bye for now.